are in Ojai, California, heading to the infamous Charman Bridge, where we are going to not only find, but possibly communicate with the Charman and his fellow victim, the Ocher. So we're heading to the bridge where the infamous Charman, a unfortunate victim of a car crash in the 1950s, wrecked his car, and as a result of this wreck, the car caught on fire. He burst into flames and very unfortunately ran off into the woods, and for the past 60 some odd years now has just been terrorizing people that drive along this road and over this bridge.
Also on this road you can find a poor woman who was riding her horse before she was spooked by a snake and thrown into the river to her death, as well as a headless motorcycle. Oh, there's the bridge! There's the bridge!
This is the Charman Bridge, ladies and gentlemen.
Do you see him?
He's out here somewhere in the night.
So also in the great city of Ojai is a headless motorcyclist who apparently died on this road. We don't know why he doesn't have a head, but sometimes at night you can see him driving the road, lonely and alone. Poor bastard.
Alright, so you see behind us here we have a creek, and we're not that much farther down from Charman Bridge. Now it's believed that this is still within Charman's territory. This is very possibly where he drinks from. And being that Charman is found within these woods, I call it, also means that the Ocher is here somewhere as well. And now the scary thing with the Ocher, not only does he attack people, but he can burn you just by the touch, which is probably one of the more scary creatures we've ever come across in any of our adventures out here. Which is hard to say, because Charman, when he attacks, tries to remove your face. We're dealing with some of the more deadly creatures we've ever seen here on Secret Highly Intelligent Terrestrials.
Okay, so after weeks of searching for the Ojai Vampire, we were unable to come up with any conclusive evidence, unfortunately. But just in case you were wondering, the story is a vampire from Europe, we believe Spain, came over to the Ojai area and laid out a homestead where he was terrorizing the town with his black dog for many a year. And then he would have been buried inside a crypt in the Ojai area where at nighttime he would attack. The story goes that a group of villagers came and staked his corpse after fighting off his dog with holy water and crosses. But as I said before, there's no evidence any of this happened. I mean, our expert team and with our many resources have been able to encounter anything resembling the vampire. So, it didn't happen.
So, as we have always done here on Secret Highly Intelligent Terrestrials, we like to go over stories of encounters and also interview witnesses. Some of the encounters that people have had with Charman since the 1950s seem to come from the bridge, of course, where people have stopped and gone on the trails and they have said things like, "Help me," very loud, and screams, which supposedly is what draws Charman out to come attack them. And like I said, he goes after people's faces. So in a little while here, we will be interviewing a gentleman who was indeed attacked by Charman, whose face was very brutally mauled in this attack. And not only that, but he is said to have been burned by the Ocher as well, who seems to also haunt anyone that comes within Charman's territory. What was that?
I'm here today with a victim of both Charman and the Ocher, who actually chose to remain anonymous. So I'm here with Jaden Smith, and he's going to tell me about his encounter.
Well, sir, I was going down a trail, and I heard some strange footsteps behind me. I didn't get a chance to see a person, but you grabbed me and hurt my face,
Oh
and
my
then he
gosh.
left a mark on my arm.
There's a band-aid on his arm. Oh my god.
He basically is I can't go out in public and let people see my face.
So what did he do to your face?
Parts of it is down to the bone.
He tried to tear your face off.
You tried to tear your face off?
This is
Yeah.
exactly what Charman is known
I look
to
like
do.
Two-Face
You know,
from
his-
Dark Knight.
Charman's face is obviously burnt beyond recognition. So,
Exactly. So he tries to steal other people's
yes, he tries
faces.
to steal other people's faces.
Okay.
So can you tell us any other information about Charman or the Ocher?
The only thing I could tell you about is before when I was hearing the footsteps, I noticed a strange smell. It smelled like burnt flesh.
Burnt flesh. The Ocher, possibly.
So also in Camp Comfort Park in the Ojai area, as well as the vampire, we have debunked, confirmed. There is also reports of children dressed up in 19th century clothing. So I'm on the swing, hoping that the kiddies will come and play.
And can you tell us how these children may have died?
Well, that's entirely speculation, but my guess would be they were, of course, attacked by the 19th century version of Charman, who burned himself in a stove accident in his homestead.
Oh, and the vampire, like if there's any truth to someone attacking, he very well could have been a serial killer.
Oh, that's true.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, the kitties.
One of the children is with our expert here.
Hey, Billy. Are you having fun? How did you die?
Please let us know if you can hear us. I guess not.
Oh my god.
I guess he's...
Exclusive ghost action caught on camera. Okay, so our little kid friend here, he seems to be done on the swings and have left us. Yeah, we didn't hear him say anything in person, but hopefully our camera caught some of the audio. Okay, time to go.
So we're heading right over the Charman Bridge again. This time, we're going to have our expert, Jason, say the line that Charman supposedly is summoned with, the "Help Me" line. So we are getting very close now. We hope to get some audio, at least audio evidence of the Charman. As we did a little earlier, we want to see if we can get him to come from this bridge now, which is coming up right here.
Make sure to slow down on the bridge.
Go for it.
Okay, here we go. Help me! Help me!
Well, we'll have to analyze the footage in a little bit to see whether or not we caught any audio grunts or noises, whatever it was. But either way, I think we can leave here knowing that there is some truth to this Charman. After analyzing the footage, we've come to the conclusion there was a Charman noise you could hear.
During the help me sequence, the test.
So it just proves that, you know, it doesn't take anything special to summon this creature. All it is help. A call for help. Because no one would help him.
Is there driving his urge to feed in your face?
I'm sure that with everything we've gathered here, there is no doubt that the Charman and his accomplice, the Ocher, it's all there. The children and them coming next to us. It is unfortunate that we were unable to prove the validity of the vampire, but, you know,
You can't win them all.
that's what we're here to do.
Win them all.
Until next time, everyone.